And this practice alone is one of the most powerful internal energy cultivation practices I have ever done in my life. I've been doing it for 2 years. It has completely transformed my practice. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Jonathan White. I'm here to help you master your sexual energy so you can manifest your ideal life. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified when I release new videos and go live. Make sure you get my free energy upgrade training through the link in the video description below. So in this video, I'm going to share the most powerful, profoundly powerful internal energy practice that I have ever experienced in my life. Something I practice regularly that really took my energy to a whole different level. This is a staff training practice from Xingyiquan. I learned this from Scott Meredith, who refers to this as dark fire training. In Xingyiquan, there's these different layers of energy that the classic texts talk about, right? And the most common ones are the Mingjing and then the Anjing. The Mingjing, which basically translates to obvious energy. It's like a crisp, quick blast of qi through the body. It feels just like a wave of electricity moving through. So when you do these Xingyi strikes, at the end of the strike, there's this quick blast of electrical energy. And really this is the energy that's experienced in Qigong and Tai Chi. It's the same energy, right? But this is kind of in the context of Xingyiquan. And then the next layer of energy is the Anjing, which is often referred to as hidden or concealed energy, right? So as the Mingjing is like a quick electric blast that's there, then it's gone. The Anjing is more like a wave in that it's a constant state of energy. It feels like this washing state of like, almost like you're pumped up with hydraulic fluid or something like that. It feels absolutely phenomenal. And it's that type of energy that this training with the staff really develops, right? And this may seem really abstract, don't worry. Basically, if you do this practice consistently, you're gonna be blown away by the energetic experience of it. It's going to take your internal energy training to the next level. But the thing is that you have to practice this consistently. If you don't have a lot of experience in internal energy arts, like really cultivating some serious energy, you're probably not going to feel much the first few times you do this. But if you stick with it, if you train in it regularly, even a few minutes a day of this practice will build your experience of energy consistently over a period of time, and it'll blow you away by the energetic experience you'll begin to have. And this practice will also deepen all the other, if you're doing Qigong, Tai Chi, whatever, the Qi that you're engaging in your practice will be significantly amplified with this practice. So you will need some sort of, stick, staff-like object to work with. I have my Chinese waxwood staff, which was traditionally used for this practice. It's the most recommended thing, but you can also use a broomstick. So I took, the end off my broom and just have the stick. If I'm traveling, I'll often use this as a replacement for this practice. And in the beginning, this works just fine for the practice. But if you're interested in getting a Chinese waxwood staff like I have here, just Google it, look for a martial arts supplier online or something. You can pick one up for like $20 or something like that. So this training, we basically hold a static posture with the staff. I'm just going to show you one posture. That's all you really need right now. So we just statically hold this posture, but there's an internal engagement where we use the mind to direct the energy in the abdomen. We activate the Dantian and kind of project from the Dantian, and it starts to create this wash of energy through the whole body. Eventually, mostly you'll just feel it in the hands and the arms in the beginning. You may feel a little bit of the Dantian activity, but eventually you start to feel this full body circuit of qi that's engaged from this practice. So first of all, the position that we stand in is going to be a variation of the Santi Shi practice, which is the, if you've ever seen Xingyiquan, Santi Shi is this standing position that, is the starting point for Xingyiquan practice, basically, right? So we're doing a variation of this. So to get into this stance, put your feet together, parallel, move one foot out at a 45-degree angle, and then the other foot, move it 2 foot distances forward. So like there's 1, 2, about 2 foot lengths forward, right? And then the heels should be almost lined up so that if you bring that heel back, it'll just barely touch the back heel, right? So that's our basic starting point for this position. So 1, 2, there we go. It's gonna be back weighted. So most of your weight's in the back leg, you bend that knee and you slightly lean forward. Not like, way forward, but just a slight bending forward. And the back leg feels really loaded. I think it was Sun Lutong who said that the back leg should feel like you're about to leap over a ditch, right? There's this kind of springiness in it. So for the staff position, you're going to be holding the staff in the left hand. I'll show you with the broomstick to start with, because you'll probably be starting with this. So I just hold this staff in my hand like this, a loose fist, and the other arm comes up like this. This is how the hand is, right? So it's like this forward alignment, right? So it's not like this, but it's like this. So this kind of forearm area is projecting forward like that. Very important. And this is basically the position. And we're going to be doing that on both sides. So my right foot back is back, so my right arm is forward. And then to switch, I bring my left foot back, right foot forward, right hand holds the staff kind of about the hip level, left hand is forward on the staff. Very important, completely relax your grip on the staff. You don't need to be like squeezing it tightly, just keep your arms completely relaxed. Relax your whole body as much as you can through this practice. And then the final point, what we're gonna focus on for now for this practice, there's many layers to this practice, but what you wanna start with in the beginning is this feeling of internal like movement. So just put your mind in your abdomen and just imagine like you're like someone's pushing your abdomen forward. It's like if you were striking down with the staff like this, you would be kind of rotating. See this, it's like my pelvis is rotating down, the back's coming up. So you kind of create that feeling in your mind. You're not physically doing it, but you create this internal feeling of rotation. So it's like you're pushing down with your mind in the abdominal area. I know that sounds weird. You'll have to practice a little bit and then you'll start to feel how this lights you up. So that's basically all you're doing is you hold the position and you project down, this kind of like down and like the back's coming up. It's almost this like, almost like you're rotating the Dantian type of thing or the pelvis, right? But really you want to concentrate on that downward, like you're striking down, it's like being pushed down. So the majority of your mind focuses on that process and then part of your mind is going to be anchored here at the dolling point. So this is the wrist, right? This middle, these little wrist creases, right in the middle here, right in this area is a pericardium point known as the dolling. A very important point in Xingyiquan. We focus on this point through our practice because it basically engages the energy of the entire body and amplifies its engagement in the arms especially. It'll start to really light your arms up. So that's it. We stand, we hold the position, we project down. Most of our mind is feeling the abdominal area and the hips, kind of like they're being pushed down. And the other part of your mind focuses on the dolling and you relax. That's basically the practice. And this might seem bizarre. Like I first learned this practice, I'm like, this is really weird. How would this be doing anything? But as I did it every single day, after a few weeks, it was like, wow, this is lighting up my whole body. Like it becomes very, very powerful. The most simple, subtle practices often are the most powerful I've found in the internal arts. You don't need big, complicated things, right? We humans tend to overcomplicate everything. All right, so I'm gonna guide you through the practice. So get a broomstick, whatever, a branch of a tree, I don't care, something. You need some sort of external object. For whatever reason, holding this external object, it just kind of becomes an amplifier for your energy. And your chi will actually start to fill the object you're holding as well. We're gonna do this procedure for 1 minute on each side, and then we're gonna stand in basically a Wuji type position here. So feet, 50-50 position. But the only difference here is that we're going to, normally Wuji, you're just like this, the fingers lengthen. We're going to use the Xingyiquan hand shape, which is known as tiger's mouth. So first finger and thumb are extended and there's a bend in the wrist. Almost like you're holding like a football or something, right? Just in this hand. So the other three fingers are relaxed, but the first finger and the thumb are engaged. And then we're gonna rotate the hands like this, just completely relax. And that kind of exposes that dolling point. And we're just gonna hold this at the end to kind of consolidate the energy and feel what that did. All right, so I'm gonna use my interval timer. So 3 minutes in total, that's what this practice is gonna be, but it's very powerful. All right, so let's get in a position. Right leg back, left leg forward. Hands on the staff, there goes the timer. So we've got about a minute here. So first just relax, slightly bending forward. Most of the weight should be on that back leg so you can actually relax the front leg a little bit. Relax your grip on the staff. Feel like you're holding a piece of cotton in each hand. That kind of like softness, really soften the grip. And now start projecting downward. It's like your hips are being pushed down, straight down. Like you're, again, it's this feeling like you're striking down starting from the hips, but just a mental projection, like pushing down mentally from the hips and also feeling that dolling point in the wrists. And just hold that. Just hold that engagement. Relax, breathe naturally. Feel the dolling point and feel the hips, the abdomen, the Dantian being pushed downwards. It's like you're striking infinitely, but not physically doing it. And this starts to engage the body's internal energy. All right, that was a minute. So we're gonna switch sides. So I'm just gonna switch my feet around here. Left leg's back, right foot comes forward. Left hand forward, holding the staff. Remember that grip, forearm forward. Relax the staff, relax the legs, relax everything down. And again, projecting down the abdomen, the Dantian, holding the mind on the wrist points. Constant downward projection. This isn't just a posture, this is a process, an internal process of training. You could stand here all day without, the right engagements and nothing will happen, but it's this Dantian activation that really drives the energy in this practice. All right, and now we're just gonna stand in our Wuji posture. Feet are 50-50. About hips width distance. First, just relax, just feel your feet. Place your mind in the soles of your feet. Completely let the arms go limp. Let everything relax down, relax the belly, the chest. Everything's melting down, releasing. And then engage the hands into that tiger's mouth shape. Elbows come out a bit, relax. Feel the dulling points in the wrists and feel the soles of the feet. And just notice what you feel as you hold the mind in these points. Soles of the feet, dulling point in the wrists. Relax more and more. Tension blocks the flow of energy in the body. The more we relax, the more we start to feel the energy flowing. Relax your mind as well. You can hold it for just a bit more. You can keep holding this for as long as you want, really. But for now, we're just gonna end the practice. All right, so that is the staff energy training practice. Super simple, really, right? But really being able to keep that focus and that concentration on that downward projection in that hip, abdominal area, the Dantian, projecting down, also feeling the dulling. That's like 80% of the practice, right? There's the physical posture, but it's this internal engagement that is extremely important. And if your mind starts to wander, you're not gonna have the same effect. So keep your mind focused on that. As far as how long you should do it for, what we just did is perfectly fine to start with. This can be kind of a warm up to other practices, but even as a standalone practice, it's very solid. 1 minute on each side and then do a minute of standing. That's great to start with. I recommend working your way up to 5 minutes. If you're really serious, 10 minutes of this practice per day. You can do 1 minute per side, just keep alternating until you hit 5 or 10 minutes. You wanna do at least a minute of the Wuji at the end, or you can hold, 2 minutes, 3 minutes of each side, whatever. But it's more important that you have a quality practice, like where you're really focused, really concentrated, really in the zone with it, versus like just standing there being like, okay, when's my timer gonna go off? What's for dinner? There's a difference in the quality of practice, right? So work with that and don't just do it once, be like, oh, it didn't do anything. This is stupid. Because again, you probably won't feel much the first time you do this practice, but as you practice it consistently, over the weeks and the months, it will start to build and build. And this practice alone is one of the most powerful internal energy cultivation practices I have ever done in my life. I've been doing it for 2 years. It has completely transformed my practice. You'll start to feel absolutely amazing sensations of very tangible energy just rushing through your body as you do this. So give it a chance, work with it consistently, and just see what it does for you. Thank you for watching this. This is just a sample of some of the practices I'm teaching in Immortal Energy Arts, my online internal energy training academy. I go way deeper into the staff energy training. There's different layers of it. And I also go into Xingyi, Tai Chi, all kinds of methods for just really powerfully cultivating energy in a tangible way to improve your energy levels, your health, your concentration, your spiritual path, everything, right? All through a daily practice. So check out my Immortal Energy Arts Academy. I'll put more information in the description of this video to find out more about that. Please subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and let me know in the comments below, what did you feel from doing this practice? What starts to develop as you do this more and more? I'd love to hear. Have a great day, my friends.